those to do the coaching part of it, but as a leader on the team, what can you do to get things changed? Spirit, style of play. What's your role in that?
Probably just get the energy up, try to get the spirit up a little bit, competitive spirit a little bit better. There's going to be ups and downs throughout the course of a game, but we just didn't really get it back, once we lost it. And, we had our game plan. We tried to execute it. Draymond hit 3 threes in a row to start the game, 13 or 15, whatever, quick ones, and that's the guy we're supposed to be helping off of. So it kind of throws a wrench in your plans a little bit, and we just didn't quite get it back. From there, obviously, give them credit. They played, better, harder, sharper than we did, and that's a championship team. And we got some work to do, but we got another game tomorrow to get better and try to correct it.
Well, the results certainly weren't what you wanted against Sacramento and Brooklyn. It at least looked like some progress was being made. Does this feel like a step back, or is this just one of those games?
Yeah, I don't think you really can try to put them all together. You know what I mean? That's the problem with the ones that you feel like you should win, is when you get in that mindset, you kind of, it snowballs a little bit in terms of just energy and enthusiasm. So just got to treat them individually. I mean, it's in the course of an 82-game season, this is certainly a terrible stretch. And you don't want this, you don't expect this, and you can't accept this. So it's where we are. There's a lot of basketball left to be played, and there's a lot of time to fix it. And we got to start that tomorrow.
You got OG probably coming back at some point this week. How much just does that return fix a lot of what's going on defensively right now?
Yeah, it's not really a one-guy thing at this point. Obviously having all of our best players helps. Just having the top guys. I don't really think we're built to have a ton of injuries or deal with a ton of injuries. So we need our top guys to be available and to play their best. So obviously we'll be happy to have them back, but we got work to do with or without them. And hopefully he can shore up some of those areas. But we got work to do.
This was a very similar team as last year. You guys preached continuity coming into the season, and you had injuries last year. What do you think is the difference right now between this group and last year's group?
Not much. I mean, we looked like this for long stretches of last year as well. So that's the disappointing part, is you would, obviously you expect to be better, and everybody had high hopes. So far, not much. There was up and down. The beginning of last year looked a little bleak at times, and we got hot late in the year. So, like I said, there's a lot of basketball left to be played. There's good stretches and bad stretches throughout the course of the season. We're in a bad stretch that needs to stop, immediately, and we'll try to find ways to do that. And all it takes is one win to get the vibes back, and haven't had that good feeling. Losing it sucks, and it's hard to deal with when you're expecting to win. So we're in it right now, but we got another day tomorrow to compete.
Brad, I apologize if you've been asked this already, but when they went zone for long stretches and it seemed to work pretty good, how frustrating is it trying to counter that, when you guys are struggling to shoot, especially from deep?
I mean, it's okay. Like, it's part of the game. It's not that frustrating. We got stuff in our offense that we can run to beat it. We got decent shots, but I'm not sure we're built to outscore 126. So we still scored 110. We shot 39 from 3, 13 threes. Didn't have a crazy number of assists, but offensively was probably not the issue. Our defense was not very good, and they were getting whatever they wanted.
Thank you. Thanks, Freddie.
Nick, I know it's impossible to make sweeping foundational change at this point in the season, but are there tweaks that you think have to be made to style of play, personnel of play, to get you guys out of this slump?
Well, I think we're going to have to guard better, first of all, right? I don't think that we're haven't shown, that this group of guys can play the way we want to play, right? we certainly had a hard time tonight. It wasn't very good. There wasn't a whole lot of positives to take out of the defensive side of it, especially, right? We were just chasing them all night and not playing schemes very good, but we've certainly shown that we can. So we just got to dig in and make sure we're putting that effort forward.
Are there schematic changes that you can see are necessary because the personnel is what it is?
No, I think we gotta do what we're doing. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing very well. Or tonight we didn't. I mean, and I know this is a few in a row here, but this is the only one where it hasn't come down to basically the last couple minutes of the game. So it just wasn't very good tonight.
Does it feel like a step back? I know you mentioned the last two games came down to that final possession. It seemed like some progress was being made. Does this feel like sort of a step back in that regard?
Well, certainly not very happy with the performance, right? And we've got another chance tomorrow to get it right? I think we gotta at least give ourselves a chance, like we have, in most of the other games. Tonight we didn't give ourselves much of a chance.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
You talk about spirit a lot. Did you think you lost it in this game?
For sure. I mean, I don't think that we were, what did we give up in the first? Again, that's kind of the first time at home we've come out with one of those defensive performances where we just couldn't really keep up with them or find them or protect the rim or guard, the thing. Unfortunately, like, we did it. We kind of started out okay, right? Like our schemes were to protect the paint off Draymond, and he starts with making 3 straight, right? So I wasn't that concerned that early in the start, right? But obviously that gave them a lot of juice and confidence. But they just kept making the right play. They were really, really good. You got to give them a lot of credit. They were cutting and passing and finding everybody all night. They had a whole bunch of different guys making shots, and they just kept moving faster than we were ready to move tonight.
How is this team different from last year's team?
This team?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a whole lot different, right, from the roster. It's basically the same team, but I think that we're gonna show some signs of duress when we're missing half of our rotational guys. Right, I still, last year I'd say that depth caught up with us at times, and it certainly caught up with us in the playoffs, right? And it catches up with us now and again here. I mean, I'm other than tonight, the guys that are out there are fighting pretty hard.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody. See you.
Fred's going to be out in a moment.